Hi, I'm Wes Allen with DM Tales, and December has crash-landed into reality, which means my schedule has filled up with all sorts of activities. I'm feeling slightly overwhelmed, and even worse, I've already been whammed. On the other hand, I helped decorate our house without becoming stressed out, and I have a lot of coffee handy. These are some random TTRPG thoughts. Let's roll it. I have not run a game based on D&D for a while because, well, I'm having fun running a whole bunch of other kinds of systems. Now, I do want to run Shadowdark soon and Tales of Argosa as well, so that streak of running non-D&D based games is going to end in the rather near future. One of the things I appreciate about 2D20 systems is the absence of hit points. Now, PCs can spend resources to avoid injury and then narrate how that injury was avoided, but if a character is wounded, they are defeated. That means they are out of the fight, and that makes narrative sense. Being wounded by a giant blaster is not a matter of losing some character resources. It should hurt. Now, on the other hand, I can also accept Professor Dungeon Master's assertion that death saves are boring. And this is why he combines mortal injuries and the continued action for a character in Deathbringer. It's also why I enjoy Dragonbane's rally mechanic for downed characters. It's fascinating to see how these different systems handle characters being hurt and knocked out of their health. I had a fantastic conversation with Al Spader this week. Al's best known for his work on Star Trek Adventures, but he's also got some of his own games out as well. And Sentience, about AI robots gaining sentience after being left on a planet to prepare for humanity's arrival, is particularly interesting. Look for a review of that on this channel sometime in 2026, and I'm hoping I can get Al to run it for me. This is not a random thought. I just have a cold. Don't like having the cold. Make the cold go away. EcclesiaCon 2026 is happening May 1st and 2nd in Palmyra, New Jersey. Now, badge sales aren't open just yet, but they will be soon. But game submissions are open, and if you'd like to run a game at a fun boutique convention, check out that link right there. And if you've never been to a convention, this is a terrific way to dip your toes into the concept. It's low stress, really. EcclesiaCon is also a fundraiser. 25% of proceeds go to paying off my church's roof replacement loan. 75% goes to an amazing literacy organization here in South Jersey, which supports the tri-state area around here called Book Smiles. These folks are fantastic. So if you'd like to come and help out, we would love to see you at EcclesiaCon, but give money to them no matter what. So the Secretary of Defense fired JAG officers when he took power, and not even a year later our armed forces, depending on whether or not you accept the regime's nonsense "we're at war with narco-terrorists" justification, commit outright murder or war crime. Great job. This is why senators reminded the chain of command they were not to follow illegal orders. Also, if we're at war with narco-terrorists, why is Trump issuing pardons for people involved with the drug trade? This is not greatness, folks. It's criminality. The folks behind Page have created another convention. Concoction is going to be happening in Vineland, New Jersey, May 29th through 31st. I'll be there running some games, which I still need to submit. But to be fair, I haven't even submitted my games for EcclesiaCon yet. Oops. As part of EcclesiaCon's fundraising efforts, Ron of Page and Concoction fame runs an auction at the event. We're taking product donations right now, so if you'd like to donate to the cause, you can contact our auction coordinator by following that link, and he'll tell you how you can get your stuff to us. Thank you so much. The great Narn philosopher Jakar once asserted, humans form communities, which is true. We form communities around shared beliefs, shared history, shared familiar bonds, and both shared likes and dislikes. The tragedy about this is that too often we humans form toxic communities, which actually make people worse off through their inclusion. And I've seen this across all sorts of divides. No one has a monopoly on it. Now, I don't know why this is. Maybe it's because I've never felt I belonged anywhere myself. But my instinct is always to help grow connections which form communities. And TTRPGs are great at this because they bring together so many community catalysts around the table. Shared story, shared experience, shared love of something we enjoy. And like all communities, they can become toxic if we let them, because humans are just messy like that. I try, now I don't always succeed, but I do try to keep things focused on love, the shared joyous stories we create, the celebration of this awesome hobby of which we are all part, rather than focusing on things that we dislike. And I do understand I have dislikes. I just don't want them to define me. And it also doesn't feel great when I find myself surrounded by nothing but complaints about those people being terrible. It's not a great feeling. I think this is part of my calling as a host here at the table, here on the channel, at my Discord, and anywhere else I find myself, including the church. It's part of my vocation. I need to help people focus on what they love to bring them into community. So what communities are you part of? And how do you help prevent them from slipping into overt toxicity? There's always going to be a little bit toxicness to any community we form because we're just messy that way. But how do we prevent them from slipping into something that actually harms those who are involved with it? Love to hear your thoughts. Scrat says I owe him a Shadowdark game. I am fine with this obligation. Now I just need to find a party which can lead him, his character, to his death. I have been given a dice challenge by Jorbin from Elder Goblin Games. Now I must break down my dice collection on camera for the whole world to see. To be honest, my dice collection isn't all that huge. I'm not really a dice goblin, but I am going to show off my decks. Folks, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoy it, I would appreciate it if you did the whole like, comment, share, and subscribe thing. It makes YouTube's algorithm realize that I exist, and it makes that so other people actually see the video. I also have to give a shout out to my coffee contributors right over there because they support the channel out of the kindness of their own hearts. And if you would like to help provide caffeine to DM Tales, the link to do so is right over there. Also, I think you can still get these things before Christmas, but if you are looking for some cool Christmas presents, I have a merch store and I sell some fun TTRPG related t-shirt designs and hoodies and some long sleeve baseball shirts. So if you've got some TTRPG loving friends and family, this is a nice present to throw them under the tree. The present throwing on it. Don't throw the people under the tree. That would be bad. The PA Dutchisms are coming out. All right, folks, coming up on the channel, Star Trek Adventures. I am writing it. I'm working on the review. I promise. This is a very big book. It is shockingly big and also pretty simple. But there's a lot of little bits, and I really want to get into it so that I can give a good review of the game. That's next review on the channel. The Dice Challenge is going to have to come. I still have some PAX Unplugged stuff that I am getting ready for the channel, and the Dice Challenge and Random Thoughts are coming. After that, I do have Dolmenwood down here. I have Daggerheart. I have the Stormlight Archive book. I've got Old Gods of Appalachia right there. There are so many books that I really want to read. And I'm looking forward to bringing it all to you and getting it on the channel as soon as I can. Also be looking for some interviews coming up. I got Scrat, I know, next Tuesday. I believe that is the 9th at 8:30 p.m. Finally getting him on the channel. And a surprise guest for the 50th episode of Skipping Lunch, which will come after that, hopefully before Christmas. Looking forward, really, to bringing all of this to you. Thank you for being part of this journey. And until we see each other again, folks, happy playing, everyone.